Welcome back to the 513 podcast. I'm Nick Nickel, also known as Bengals Storm. I'm here without any co-host tape. I'm here with a very special guest, Kansas Jayhawks wide receiver, undrafted free agent, Bengals number 18, KWAMIE Lassiter the second. How are you doing today, man?
I'm good, man. I appreciate you having me on here.
Yeah, man, great having you on here. Great seeing you in Cincinnati, and great seeing you cook in training camp in the preseason last year, man.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. I'm excited for this coming here. I am.
Yeah, man. Let's get on with the questions, shall we?
Yes, sir.
All right, so first question I have for you today is going back to the NFL draft last year. Can you explain why you decided to go to Cincinnati when everything was said and done with the draft? And if so, with any other teams you're interested in?
Well, obviously, I wanted to hear my name called, just like every other athlete, but it's all good. I had some good talks with the receiver coach, Troy, and then I had some good talks with Darren, and I felt like this was the best opportunity for me to come out this way and earn a spot on special teams, and then let special teams run the rest of the game. So I thought coming out here would be the best option, and so far it's been real good for me. I've learned a lot that last year, and I'm excited for this coming year.
Yeah, man, a lot of people called you like a rising star in the preseason. You you played one game, I believe, against Tennessee. Is that right?
Yeah, yep.
Yeah, so a lot of so that first step is playing an NFL game. So I'm wondering, what's your goal for this year? Is it making the 53 or just having a role on the team at all?
Of course, everybody playing is to make the 53. So, yeah, that's in my eyes. But it's just having a role on this team somewhere, wherever they can use me. Where I'm punt return, kick return, anywhere they can use me. I'm ready. I'm excited.
Yeah, man. And with your with making the 53 comes the competition, and with that, I want to discuss your new teammates and Andre Yosivach and Charlie Jones. Can you talk to me a bit about how it's been working with them so far?
Yeah, they good, young, smart dudes, man. It's fun. It's football, so it's gonna be competition everywhere. But they good. They good dudes. They learning the playbook. They getting in the special teams meetings and learning through that. So they good, smart, young men. I mean, they about my age. I be talking trash to them about that because I did an extra year in college too, and they did too. So I be giving them trash about that. But I did the same thing. So it's all friendly.
Can you explain a bit about how you think your play style as a receiver can really help you make that next step in the NFL?
Yeah, I feel like I can do. I'm a great route runner in my eyes. I think there's a lot more to learn. I want to learn more from the quarterbacks and from the other receivers and any way to slow the game down. But my main focus right now is just showing that I can be on special teams, like good with the ball in my hands and my eyes. So my main focus right now is just show that I can be trusted on the field in any position, and that's my plan.
And speaking of special teams, how has it been working with Darren Simmons?
Darren has helped me out a lot. He has. He helps me slow down the punt return game and with my stance, catching the ball and way setting up plays, setting up punt returns, and how to get the punt team moving one way so I can counter and go the other way, and the blocks will be set for me. So he helped me out a lot. It's a lot different than college, but he's helping me slow it down.
Are you just working exclusively on punt return, or are you also doing a bit of a kickoff as well?
Both. I'm trying to get in where I fit in. Is like what I like to say. Wherever they need me, I can do it both.
All right. So next question I have is, can you explain how has it been working with Chase, Higgins, and Boyd, which everyone in the NFL says that's the best trio in the game?
Yeah, it definitely is the best trio in the game in my eyes. Even before I got out here, I thought that. But it's good. They real helpful. They are. They want to see the young guys do great, of course. But they like I say, slow the game down. They help you slow the game down. They do, and they be giving me trash because I'm a little older. Other than T Boyd, I'm older than them other two. So they be talking. They be calling me old, but I learned a lot from them.
Yeah, man. I mean, Chase is still one of the youngest receivers in the game, so I understand that.
Yeah, he my little
And
brother's age.
speaking with Chase, I know you went to Kansas, and when I was like researching for this, I found out that Jamar Chase was committed
I'll be
to the
telling him that. I'll be
Jayhawks for
like, don't
2
forget,
weeks.
you was a Jayhawk for a little second.
Yeah, can you explain, like, talk about how you think it would have went if you and Chase were together in Kansas?
Oh, that would have been fun. That definitely would have been fun. And I'm sure a name like him would have brought some more people with him. But he was committed with some of the guys that ended up coming in, like Puka and Cole and Mike Lee. So it was a bunch of the Louisiana guys who was excited to come. But it all worked out. For him, it worked out real great. So I'm glad he went to LSU. It worked out real, real great for him.
Man, you just remind me about Puka. I haven't heard that name in a minute.
Yeah, that's my brother right there.
Yeah. So, next question I have for you is your jersey number. First of all, was that just given out to you? You had no choice in it. And second, how has it been wearing number 18, knowing that it's home to a Cincinnati legend and AJ Green?
Yeah, I just walked in the locker room and I had 18, but I knew I was gonna get some. I knew I was gonna get some hate for it, but honestly, I don't care. I respect AJ Green so much. I respect his game. Growing up watching him, so it's really an honor wearing that number. And I wore 1 in high school and 8 in college, so it kind of worked perfect for me. But I respect AJ Green so much. I would never put no disrespect on him, and I'm just about to make the number good again in my eyes.
Yeah, I mean, I remember a few years ago, once AJ left to Arizona, Trent Taylor came for a rookie minicamp tryout, and he was just given a random number, and that was 18. I just remember Twitter was like, "Oh my God,
Yeah, they was on
I
me
haven't been
last
a
year.
month, and you gave 18 away." Like,
Yeah, they was on me last
I
year, but
saw
I'm
you
cool
got
with it.
18. I thought the same treatment, but it's definitely died down quite a bit.
Yeah, I can take the heat. I'm not worried about nothing else but playing football. So.
Yeah. So next question I have is, how can you talk about your wide receivers coach Troy a bit and like how he's helped you developed in the past 2 years?
Yeah, I like Troy a lot. He's a great coach, of course, but he's really a great man. He's a great man. He's so easy to talk to, and when it comes to football and life, he's easy to go to his office and just talk to him. And I keep saying slow the game down, but Troy, he helps you out with that. And we talk route concepts and we talk football, but when we bring up like coverages on defense, he shows you how to slow the game down because he played football too for like 7-8 years, so he knows what he's talking about. And I'm glad I got a coach like that. He's real, real helpful.
Yeah, man. Speaking of like coverages and having defensive backs, next question I was going to have for you is, who is your favorite cornerback you like to be matched up with?
In practice,
Yeah, in practice.
that's tough because last year on the practice squad, I go against all the ones, so I got to see Cheeto a lot, and he's a special corner. I got to go against Cam Taylor Britt a lot, and he's real good with his hands, and I think he's gonna have a great year this year. And then
Yep.
somebody like a sleeper in my eyes is Dax. He's a real good cover safety, and then another sleeper in my eyes is JD. JD is a real sleeper, real patient, and he knows what he's doing.
Yeah, I heard a lot of praise on Davis. Dax Hill, we actually had him on the show a week ago, so
Yeah.
great. So just hearing great coverage out of him. I mean, we've seen clips of him guarding Mixon, so we know how good he is at that. But moving on to talk more about what you can do. Do you have any stat goals for the preseason, just to like okay, I want to get this many catches, this many yards, and maybe a touchdown, and then you think that's good enough, or you just like, let's ball?
Let's just play football, man. I just want to. Hey, when the ball's in my hands, I feel like I'm special with it, and I just want to make some plays, show that they can trust me. Once the coaching staff can trust you, then it's good from there.
And speaking about trust, how has it been working with the new QB in the room, Trevor Siemian?
He's good. He's an older dude, so I always go to him because he was with one of my friends in Chicago. So he a vet. He know the game. He can help you slow the game down. But he an older dude, so I know he golf. I've been getting into golf lately, so I go up to him like, "Hey man, I was on the course last week." But nah, he good. Coming to football, he's a vet, so he know what he's talking about. I'm listening. When he talk, I listen.
Yeah, man. And like speaking about golf, how has it been working with the new guys? Nick Scott, I've seen you with him a bit. Trevor, Trenton. I believe Sample is in there a bit. I mean, what's with the golf crew you guys got?
I'm just trying to. I don't know. I just it's right now. It's a lot of time on our hands. Outside of training, it's a lot of time on our hands. So I try to get on that golf course. I was trying to go today, but they said something about the air quality bad, so I'm not even going.
Oh yeah, I saw about that.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna mess with that unhealthy air or something like that. But now I golf a lot with Trent Irwin, Stanley Morgan, and that's really the squad I go with the most. But yeah, we trying to get out there. We trying to shoot under par.
And speaking about like the locker room and the teammates you have, is the last question I have for you today. So I'm gonna have to ask every player that comes on here. How are you in the locker room at ping pong and cornhole?
Cornhole, I leave that to T.I. I leave that to Trent Irwin. I've watched him play. I'm not really a cornhole guy. Ping pong, my game has stepped up. So look, I'm coming to be one of them top dogs in the ping pong in the locker room. They don't know it yet, but it's on the way. My real competition right now is Trent Irwin. He's been beating me a lot, so I had to practice a lot, and I've been catching him a lot lately now. So now I got to just level up. T's really good. There's a lot of good dudes in there.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard a lot of the people that come on. I mean, Brad Robbins says first day he came here, he got beat by T.I. like 21-3.
Yeah.
And he just hustled a rookie to get a free win. So I know how competitive and aggressive those locker room games you guys got are.
Yeah, no, that ping pong table does get competitive, but it's fun because I'm getting better. They've getting me better at it. Now when I go play against my brothers or friends that got ping pong tables, I'm about to smash them 21-3.
Yeah, man. I think that's all I have for you today. Is there anything you want to say to Houday Nation?
Nah, I appreciate y'all. I know at first y'all didn't like me in the 18, but I'm gonna make it good for y'all. Just trust me. Just give me some time and trust me.
All right. Thanks for coming on, KWAMIE, and thank you for anyone listening to subscribe to the 513 podcast and make sure to follow KWAMIE on all his social and make sure as he makes the 53 and hopefully catches a few touchdowns this year.
Yes, sir. That's what I'm talking. Speak it.